King's Country at kingscountry.net. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim King of the radio. And, of course, I got a TV extravaganza this weekend. We'll give you some audio highlights of that. It's going to include country legend Darryl Worley and Glenn Templeton, who will be at Honky Tonk, Texas next Saturday, a week from tomorrow. Get your tickets now at the Honky Tonk, Texas box office and at honkytonktexas.us. And thanks for streaming King's Country. Here comes Randy Rogers Band.
Well, I've been hanging out in bars. A little messed up, but we're all right. Hey!
King's Country, kingscountry.net. I've got to say that one of my favorite country singers today is Jelly Roll, without a doubt. I'd like to roll with Jelly. One of these days, we were talking about that at breakfast this morning as we were listening to Jelly Roll on King's Country. I think it was called The Son of a Sinner. Yeah, that's a good one. We're saying if he ever comes close to our neck of the woods, we'd love to see Jelly Roll. I'd like to speak to him, too. Well, speaking of Jelly, Jelly Roll confronts the trolls that called his wife a gold digger when he started seeing success. This is what he said.
My wife grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada. My wife was a high-end escort her whole life. That's what she did when I met her. I was broke. I was living in a 1996 van, literally didn't have a house. And this woman has like 2 condos and a few sports cars. It's so funny now, the internet, when I won these awards, are like, gold digger. I was like, I was the gold digger. This woman had so much money.
Hi, I'm Jim King, a.k.a. Jim King of the Road. Brooks and Dunn on King's Country. Stay with me. We're rolling into the lunch hour, and I'm serving up some doozies. Got some good little ditties from the likes of Montgomery Gentry, their majesties. How about Dylan Scott? He's on the way. Sarah Evans, Toby Keith, the late great one. And you're the most important one here. Without you, we wouldn't have a station. So thanks for being here. Here comes the late great Johnny Rodriguez. That's why I'm having a fabulous flashback. Hold on tight.
King of the road.
Fabulous flashback to way back about 20 years ago at the old Judy's Rocks on Finette Road in Beaumont with the late, great Johnny Rodriguez. I think it was his last concert in Beaumont.
You're the biggest cat to play here in a long, long time.
Well,
we're really proud to have
I'm
you
just
here.
a cat.
But you've had a long, long career discovered by Tom T. Hall, huh?
Yeah. Actually, that's the first guy that I was in the country music business with. I started playing guitar in his band when I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
And then from there, so next thing I knew, here I am right here today talking to you.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. I'm Jim King. That's Hank Williams Jr. Hey, stay with me. Coming up, I'm going to give you an audio sample of this weekend's show, the Jim King of the TV show. In our second segment, we're going to go way back to the first time I met Glenn Templeton at Honky Tonk, Texas. In fact, it was his first appearance. I dug it out of my archives. I'm going to play you the audio, and I want you to get tickets before they sell out to see Glenn Templeton at Honky Tonk, Texas, a week from tomorrow night. The 19th of July. You can go to Honky Tonk Texas box office tonight or online at honkytonktexas.us. Get ready for Glenn Templeton in your radio. King's Country in just a few.
He said, I've been where you've been before.
Thanks for streaming King's Country in the lunch hour. I'm Jim King of the radio. As promised, we're going to play you an audio sample from the TV version. It's got exclusive concert footage, audio, and an interview with Glenn Templeton, who's returning to Honky Tonk, Texas tomorrow night, a week from tomorrow night, I should say, the 19th of July. Get your tickets now at honkytonktexas.us or just stop by the box office tonight. And here's a little audio clip from his very first appearance at Honky Tonk, Texas. I think it was about 2018.
Well, I can attribute this one right here to all of your votes that you put in. This was the very first number 3 song that we ever had. It's my buddy over here, his favorite song, and he asked me to play it tonight, so we have applied it to our set list, ladies and gentlemen. It's a song called Let Her Go. It goes like this. the sun when it starts to snow. I only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Let her go. Come slow and they go so fast. See you when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. And you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
You did 10 gigs opening up for the Possum.
Somewhere around there, yeah. One of the highlights of my career was being able to get on the stage with George Jones and sing Rockin' Chair.
Yeah, one of the highlights of my radio career is he called me one time. He was coming to Beaumont to play with Merle Haggard, yeah.
Kicker 95.1, it's Jim King. Hello.
Jim, this is George Jones. How are you?
Hey, George, how are you, man?
Well, we're doing pretty good for an old man.
It sounded like he'd been drinking, but he told me he had quit. Nancy was with him, so...
Yeah, well, the drinking days were over. You know, that whole Nancy, she really was a genuine great woman. I got to hang out and spend some good quality time with he and she on some of those tours. And she was just a very, very, just a classic lady.
Yeah. You know who else has done a little Conway tribute? Jeff Bates, are you familiar with him?
Oh yeah, I'm very, very familiar with Jeff Bates. Yeah, actually, the way the family heard about me was through a song that I demoed that Jaron Neiman had written and recorded and wanted me to demo. The family heard it because the background singer that we used to sing backgrounds on the demo was married to Johnny Twitty. So they heard about me through that and set me up in just a small audition, and I went in about 3 songs later. It was 2 weeks down the road, and they called and said, hands down. So I was totally tripped out by it.
Well, welcome to Honky Tonk, Texas, by God.
Yeah, by God. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy tonight. It's the very first time here at this venue, and this is it's always a treat to get down here. You guys down here in Texas, everybody still loves traditional country music, and
that's how we roll here.
It is how you roll here, and I love to roll in.
Little loving on a Mason-Dixon night. It's my life.
Country, kingscountry.net with Dylan Scott. Hey, stay with me. We've got them stacked up for you, musically speaking, as we round third and head for home on this TGIF edition. Got Her Royal Highness Reba coming up in just a bit, Lady Antebellum, my buddy David Ball, and you. And I'm just Jim King.
Long live the king!
She's my friend. She's my love. Hey.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. I'm Jim King of the radio, and somebody asked me the other day, what is the most country thing I ever did? And I have to think back to my teenage years in Odessa, Texas, growing up there. West Texas, Dipping Skull, I guess that was the most country thing I ever did, and it is nasty. It was horrible. I couldn't believe these guys were doing that all day long, and they had those little Wrangler jeans, and you could see the outline of the skull container on the back of the jeans. Anyway, Parker McCollum, why I bring this up, was asked what's the most country thing he ever did, and apparently it involved being naked on a horse. Check this out.
I rode a horse bareback naked one time. And you do it one time, and that's all you need to do. Is it ain't that good. The experience comes shortly after you need it. I was wearing Crocs, too. True story.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
being
you.
dead serious. Thank you for your time.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. It's the weekend. It means it's my time to shine on the boob tube. And next week, we have a major milestone, our 19th anniversary of this launching of our TV extravaganza way back in 2006. Do the math. So that means we're entering our 20th year. It's the beginning of our 20th season on television, local television. Kind of expanded now with all of our reach on social media. Had a recent explosion there. We hit a peak of 2.5 million for a month last month, but our benchmark seems to be above 1 million on Facebook and over 200,000 on YouTube. So we've seen a lot of growth lately. We'll have a special episode next week, but this week's episode, it's another entertainment extravaganza, and we're going to kick it off with Daryl Worley gazing in the rear view at his big appearance at Jackson Hill Park and Marina several months ago. Got a rehashed version. Here's the audio from that.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road Show.
Oh, hi, to the tiny.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road. I'm gonna say my worrying days are done. This looks like a good day to run. I'm tired of working every day for $1, about to choke on my own blue collar. This ain't gonna last. Misled by the grand illusion, I've come to this conclusion. I can't make a move too fast. It was written in the sky today by the morning sun. It sure looks like a good day to run wide open down a two-lane highway. It's about time that some things went my way, throwing troubles out to the wind, and I'm praying that they never catch up again. I'm gonna say my worrying days are done. This looks like a good day to run.
I got involved in country radio about the time your career took off. I was working in Elk City, Oklahoma. Then I moved to Clear Channel in Beaumont, Texas. I was doing afternoons on the country station. I remember the first song we played of yours, it was A Good Day to Run.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, our program director, Mickey Ashworth, put that in. I thought it was a great song. And then I met you at Whiskey River shortly after that. I think you had 18 charting singles.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we played all of them. And one of the biggest country songs of all time, Have You Forgotten, came out right after 9/11. That was really like the pinnacle of your career at that point, wasn't it?
It was a big song. We had a lot of other shining moments, I guess you could say, but
it'd be hard to top Have You Forgotten. You know, it's been 7 weeks, that #1 spot on the country music chart, so I won't ever probably have anything that'll blow that away.
They say we don't realize the mess we're getting in. Before you start your preaching, let me ask you this, my friend. Have you forgotten how it felt that day to see your homeland under fire and her people blown away? Have you forgotten when those towers fell? We had neighbors still inside, going through a living hell. And you say we shouldn't worry about Bin Laden. Have you forgotten?
And I Miss My Friend. That's a tearjerker. Great song. And you write all this stuff.
Yeah, but I did not write I Miss My Friend.
Okay.
That's the one really big hit that I had that I didn't write myself. It was my first #1 too.
I miss those nights. I even miss our silly fights, the making of the morning talks, and those late afternoon walks. I miss my friend, the one my heart and soul confided in, one I felt the safest with, the one who knew just what to say to make me laugh again. It never like back then. I miss my friend. I miss my friend. I miss my friend. Some mighty fine dancing.
Don't miss Daryl Worley kicking off this episode of the Jim King of the TV show. For those of you crazy enough to keep track, it's episode number 986 airing this weekend. Don't miss it on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. And don't tell anybody, but right now you can watch the entire episode at my Jim King of the TV and radio YouTube channel. But keep that between us. And thanks for streaming King's Country.
Yeah, I met you before anybody knew my name. Playing for pennies on a dive bar station.
Thanks again for streaming King's Country, kingscountry.net. It's just about the end of the line for me on a TGIF edition, but don't miss the Jim King of the TV show this weekend. It's another entertainment extravaganza. And, oh, looky here, got Jason Aldean coming up in just a moment. I'll say adios now, but while I'm heading out the door, I'll be dealing with this fabulous flashback to way back before he was a household name, Jason Aldean.
King of the road.
Now that hat, that's kind of your trademark. Did you come up with that? Did you design that hat? Because you're the first person I've seen wear a hat like that.
You know what's funny about this hat, man, is it kind of has, I guess, become a trademark, but it was something that I was just walking around in a, I think it was a Tractor Supply or something one day, and I just saw it, and it was really cheap. It was like $25, and I just thought it was really cool, because I wear a lot of brown, and it had some brown in it, and I thought, well, that's kind of cool, so I just bought it, and just, loved the way it fit and looked, and just started wearing it all the time, and then it kind of became a little bit of a trademark thing. So, but yeah, I've had more compliments on this hat, and it's the cheapest one I've ever bought. So that just goes to show you, it doesn't have to cost a lot to get results.
What do you think of this hat?
I think it's your thing, man. I don't think it worked for me, but it's good for you.
I don't know if it's going to start any trends like you have, but
I don't know either.